I want to kind of give a different spin on it, and we're going to talk about one specific thing, and that's loyalty.
Ooh.
And which loyal is the first time
that.
we've done this, and I think it's. I want to hear y'all's take on it, because loyalty in this business is hard to come by, right?
Yeah.
Especially for people in our position, right? Because we have a lot less control over the situation, and really lending too. But I think you have a unique perspective because you get the opportunity to have all those past clients. You've got the refinance business and your people you've worked with in the past, so you can go straight to the consumer, but you also can rely on a referral partner to go get your business with you and refer you work. But from our situation, we don't meet with the consumer, and so we rely on the loyalty of our partners that we do business
Referral
with.
partners.
And
And we
so-
don't have an attorney-client relationship. Different, because remember, we're lawyers, right? And so we're used in our law firm that is our client, you know. And when I start working with a business, like go back to where Kendall and I work, they're still my clients.
Yeah.
So I've worked with these two owners for 14 of the 16 years I've been practicing, right? Like there's a relationship that's built that's solid.
Right.
You flip over to the title company, we don't have that attorney-client relationship. We're facilitating a transaction for all of you, and it's your client, right? And we respect that relationship from you all. But at the same time, we don't have control over that loyalty. And it's when we work as hard as we do and know that we're the ones that show up every time saying that it's never no. We're always going to find a solution for you. Like, you know, it's hard sometimes when you watch the fickleness of the relationships trickle.
Yeah.
Respecting it because there's enough business for everybody. So we
Right.
never expect
Absolutely.
100%
Right.
any kind of way. But I think it's a great topic to truly talk about.
Yeah.
It's very similar with insurance, like with the referral partners. We are trained to partner with our referral partners, so we just don't go out cold calling people for insurance. So that loyalty means everything, you know, in my position for sure. So it's even, I mean, I have that work ethic already, but I mean, it just trickles over real well with
Yeah.
our team because they know I'm going to jump right on it. I'm going to get it over to them. So, you know, and I think as far as too with the client on my end, the loyalty comes with educating them on the insurance. So now that they're aware of what this is, what this means, they're like, oh, okay. So then I cross-sell, and now I'm able to get that word-of-mouth business. Now I have your cousin and your aunt and your child that's now starting to drive, you know. So it does help having that loyalty relationship for sure.
And loyalty, and just kind of connect the dots. The loyalty when it comes to an operating system is twofold. It's reciprocal, in my opinion. It's the loyalty that the people that you're referring business to are there, and it's important because if you have loyalty, then you can have consistency within the business because you know what you're going to expect. If you're trying to chase every relationship, try to suck everything dry
Yeah.
in each relationship you have, and you're thinking about it from that perspective, then the person that you're working with is going to have a hard time trusting you and having a long-term relationship with you because you just don't have as much energy to give if you're constantly looking to pull more from that relationship and expecting more and more.
And I can't do too much in that cell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
You
I'm doing your
sacrifice
home and I'm
quality.
doing your, let me talk about
Right.
your auto. Let me talk about life. I break it up. Let's get this home out the way. And then we'll circle back and we'll talk about the car, you know,
right.
and I'm just confident in it. You'll come back.
For sure.
I was going to say, if you're good at
come
what
back.
you do, right, and you
Yeah.
treat those relationships well, you know they'll come in time.
So it's good. Like so, when y'all are doing business with us, it's great that y'all show value. Y'all know value. Y'all see value in what we're offering.
Yeah.
So that's what we bring to the table for you guys, so y'all can service your clients well. And then from that perspective, you can then go back to your past clients and say, "We'd love to do business with you," and they're going to say, "That was great." The insurance person, the title company, the lender, all those people did such a good job. I'd love to share this person I know who's also buying a house with you.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, it holds accountable us to make sure that we're living up to the standard in which we promised that we would be, so that you can have that type of relationship. So the loyalty goes both ways, right? It keeps consistency within the group. It allows you to get repeat business from your clients because they know you're going to continue to go back to the same people who were servicing you well. And then it also requires that we hold ourselves to a standard that's going to make you look like you have competent partners to do business with.
Yeah,
And so-
absolutely.
The loyalty is easy when you know what the expectation is.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I don't have to call Arena, right, because I know that you guys operate on the standard that I want, I can speak with that confidence and say to the client, oh, you know what, you're concerned about that, but I'm sure we can talk to them and take care of it. You want to do a quick claim deed at closing? I'm sure they can do that. You want to do a will to your daughter to make sure that, I'm sure we can get that taken care of for you while we're in the process of this. Because I know that the
already know it's
company will
there.
do it. That's
Yeah.
right. I don't have to worry when I send her business, Athena business. I actually sorry, but I send her my toughest clients. Truthfully.
Yeah.
Because
you trust her.
Because I know what she's going to deliver to the toughest one.
Yeah.
Now, are we going to cry about it and maybe drink a bottle of wine every week until we
we
close it? Probably.
That might be why she's actually sending it, right?
Yeah, so we can link up.
But I can trust that the loyalty is there. I'm going to send her every client because I don't have to question that. I see the way that she takes care of 911. I see the way she takes care of her household. I know her personally.
Right.
And the same thing with Ashely. I can tell her, hey, I know I'm going to have to bind this coverage with you for dwelling only. Don't hate me.
Yeah.
But we got to close the loan. And then I'm going to need you to redo this policy and get them the correct coverage afterwards. They're okay with it. They know that the price is going to go up by a certain amount. But I trust her to do that.
Oh,
And
I
I can
love
relinquish that to her, close my loan.
love that
I don't
communication.
have to follow up.
Yeah.
I know she's taking care of the client. I know she's explaining herself that way, you know?
But there's something else to say to that too. Loyalty is also earned.
Absolutely.
Like there's a lot of people who come into this
Yeah.
business that say that, you know, that I'm friends with this person and they should send me work. But it's not how it works. You got to prove that you deserve the loyalty.
Correct.
You want to know who your true people are?
Yeah.
Start a business.
Yeah.
Go into
Amen.
business for yourself.
Yeah.
How many family members, how many friends actually do business with you?
Yeah, and
Right?
support you.
So you have to rely on the relationships that you build. Like it is reciprocal. She calls me, hey, I have this difficult client. I call her, hey, I have this difficult client. I'm going to send her your application on. So it goes both ways.
And
hand
I
in
always
hand.
like to point out perspective too on the family and friends, because our young attorneys, I'm always coaching them rather than making an emotional response to it, because that's what we do as humans. See yourself clearly and evaluate what did I not put out there that made them feel that I can do this for them.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not communicating what I'm doing. Maybe I'm not saying on social media where I'm working. Maybe I'm not staying relevant or being a good friend, cousin, aunt, uncle, whatever it may be. But, at the end of the day, you can only control what you're doing and
That's
what your
right.
output is and what your reaction is to it. So I always try to get them to shift that perspective, because this industry will wear you
100%.
out
If you let it.
if you let it.
Yeah.
If you
good
let it.
people in your corner as well. Like, so I said earlier I was from New York. Sometimes I'm very blunt, cut, dry, to the point. And my friend here has to say, you were a little bit rough.
might
on
wanna
that
We don't
sugarcoat
say that. You need to add a y'all on that.
But I respect her enough to say, you know what, maybe it did come out a little bit wrong.
Yeah.
And that wasn't my intent. And so now I have to go back and explain, hey, my intention for you is that I care about you, I care about this deal, I care about what happens, this is where we need to be. But I need people around me that's gonna say, dial it back a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't be so direct, so forward.
And same, she'll do the same thing to me. She's like, so did you call them? Not yet.
Yeah.
I sent the pre-call. I am going to call them.
Right.
I am going to call them.
They want
They want the so she's basically letting me know they want a little more attention. This client wants you to build that rapport with them, so we rely on each other. So the same thing with Ashely. Like there's some people I'll send and they're like, who's the insurance with? After the closing, they
the
never even
insurance
spoken to her,
lady.
Right.
And then there are other people who want you to line item every detail on that paper, so knowing what that
I can name the profession.
But the loyalty goes to that level too. It's knowing that you can hold each other accountable and have those conversations, and it's not going to go anywhere. When you feel comfortable enough to have a direct conversation with your people, then you can have that conversation and know it's not going to do anything other than help it get better.
Get her. Ashley called me Sunday and she's like, "Hey, boo, I'm not trying to make you work on a Sunday or anything, but I was working on this quote and I just needed to know if this number worked." I said, "I'm not working on Sunday."
Yeah.
I said, "I'll check that number for you tomorrow morning, but you go ahead and send that email."
Send it. Yeah, I'm still
She was
send
like,
it.
"Okay, I'm still send it."
You can ignore it, but I'm going to send it.
I was working on a Sunday. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to work.
Yeah. So I was just trying to see if this 4,100 was too much. I said, "I'll let you
And
know."
I knew I was taking a risk calling her because I know she's chilling.
Yeah.
But look,
But still, like you said, when you have that relationship with people and you can pick up the phone and,
And
I'm
you
sure,
know you go to bed at night going, though, I'm glad she's got me those numbers for when I get in on Monday morning.
On Monday,
Look at
first
my
thing
girl,
in your inbox is
yeah.
that.
Because I'll be the same thing with my people. Like, you don't have to stay late. I'm so glad they stay late.
my people.
Look at them working hard.
Yes.
The last thing you want is your phone to ring and you're like, oh God, it's this person.
And you don't have
want
an
that.
answer.
Right, you
Whatever.
don't have
Right,
an
and so
answer.
speaking of loyalty, I mean, after today, y'all are locked in for life. So I'm just letting you know, when you get the Sunday text,
Yeah. Hey, trust me, I'm taking notes. 'Cause I'm
We're
always
not
texting
only
on
getting
Sunday.
one Sunday text. Again, we've kind of put that cat out of the bag.
If you get Sunday
yeah,
text.
yeah, I am loyal. I am loyal in that way, that the people who pour into me, I pour into them.
Absolutely.
It's
because-
value alignment. It
Absolutely.
truly is.
Yes.
Absolutely. And so you guys taking the time to pour into us and
Yeah.
find out about our little team. You're
Means
signed
the
on
world
for
to
life.
us.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're for
Well,
sure
I
going to be
appreciate
pouring
it.
I'll
into
say,
you.
y'all killed it today. This was
I
great
know. We have
conversation.
never had this dynamic. I'm excited about it.
Really?
Awesome.
Well, anytime.
Pretty awesome. We are
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
It's a package deal, you know?
We'll have y'all back.
Yeah,
We'll have more tequila next time.
yeah.